If you are seeing this recording, all of history is in danger. We are trying to send this. I couldn't do it.
No, you tried though.
Yeah,
That explains
hey,
our technical problems, though.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 1944. Let me try again. Let me try again. If you're seeing this, all of history is in danger. We're trying to send this message to you from 1944, where things have gone horribly wrong.
Flash is different here
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
in 1940.
Anyway, welcome to the Age of Justice live stream. Like I was saying earlier, this is the Age of Justice live stream. Age of Justice is our newest episode, or our next episode. I am Meps, your community manager. This is Nerd of Prey, your creative director, and this is Oceans, an environment artist.
Yeah, special guest star.
It's her first time on a stream, and we're very happy to have her here. Welcome.
Thanks.
So in this stream, we're going to be talking about Age of Justice. Obviously, we're going to be showing you some of the styles, some of the environments, why we have an artist here to talk about. And then we're going to swap Oceans out for T-Lantern a little bit later in the stream and actually play through some of the content with a content designer's perspective. Before we get to that, everyone should know that Age of Justice launches on June 1st, 2017.
Just in time.
Yeah, 2017, not 1944 or any other times in between. It's time travel. It's fun.
He's really, really getting into this.
It's fun. It's awesome. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I am not. After the stream, once the stream's over, we're going to do a quick Q&A in Discord. The link is below me in the Twitch chat. So follow us there and ask your questions there if you are up for it. So we're going to kick it over to Nerd of Prey here. Now, there is a very informative development update on our website at dcnerdsonline.com.
That's right.
We have the internet
I wrote
from
that
1944.
for you guys. I was up all night writing that for
Yeah,
them.
you worked hard on it last night, I think. Yeah, we did get the internet working in 1944, so we do have it on our website for you guys. But if you haven't read it, Nerd of Prey, set us up. What is happening overall in this episode?
Oh, wow. So this is really just our big love letter to the Golden Age, which is stuff like the Justice Society, the Blackhawks stuff, and then, of course, just, World War II comics. There's lots of them. You'll catch little Easter eggs and references in the collections and stuff like that, because there's so much stuff we wanted to jam into this DLC that there just wasn't room. So we're like, we're just going to shove it in anywhere we can. So, but basically, Rip Hunter, our Time Master extraordinaire, sends you to investigate some pretty significant tears in the space-time continuum. Man, we are really just destructive in our, we're like part of the multiverse, right? And it's like we're that bad kid multiverse that keeps just wrecking the time stream.
Yeah, I mean, many previous episodes we have messed things up and then fixed things and messed things up again in the time stream, right?
Yeah, and we kind of like the thing that we kind of coming back to is like that's why the Anti-Monitor came to check us out,
right?
Because we're just destructive when it comes to time streams.
We're awesome.
So.
I mean, destructive, yeah.
And then we find, we start seeing, in the first area, can I say where we go?
Yeah,
In the
sure.
we first go to Area 51 because you start seeing that parts of Area 51 are like in 1940s and parts of it are present day. And that's where we start investigating. You start seeing all these World War II, like, soldiers coming out of these portals. Some are good guys, some are not so good guys. And then you start trying to just figure out what's going on.
Awesome.
And where you need to go to solve the problem. It ain't Kansas.
So, actually, let's talk about that. Where are we going?
Going
We're in Area 51. Where else are we going?
Rip and his ally that he's working with, that he's not thrilled to be working with.
Okay.
Should we talk about that?
We can.
I don't even know if I can get into that. It's so complicated, tiny, whiny
Maybe
stuff.
let's save the ally part.
But anyway,
let people play it and find that out.
You're sent back to you meet Lady Blackhawk in the present day, and then her and Rip send you back in time to the 1940s to a European village/castle that someone here created, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
And we're actually now going to look at it on the stream.
Oh, nice.
Because why not?
Essentially, you get there and you just start. It's such a different map than we've usually made. It's very like old-timey, old European town. Because like if you've ever been to Europe or the East Coast, the roads are really like winding and twisty. Because it's like these were built for horses, not cars, like they are here in like Texas, where it's like the towns that sprawl. But anyway, so it's a totally different kind of map with a totally different look. And shall we just...
Yeah, let's, if you can talk and run at the same time, let's run out the door behind you and just kind of take a look at...
I make no promises.
At the war-torn village. And Oceans, this was your primary focus in the
Yes,
episode,
this
yes?
was my map.
So as
This
we
is my
go,
lead.
let us know what you're thinking. What were you doing?
Sure. So this is the castle. There's
Yes.
an interior and like an exterior part of this map.
We'll show
As
both.
you,
We'll get to both.
Yeah.
Run through. I can talk about it.
Yes, this is a hub essentially where you land, kind of like a base of operations for
Yeah.
the Allied troops
You
here.
go to the
So you
right.
got a pal here, right here.
He looks friendly.
This massive castle. They've got those in Europe.
They do.
Mhm.
Who was that over on the left there? Was there someone standing over there?
What? Where?
More that way. Straight ahead now. To your right.
Oh yeah,
little
there's
bit.
my lady. So we got tons of mission givers here, as you can see, all the little beams and exclamation points and question marks. Because I believe we are actually on the pointer mission right now. So we're supposed to talk to Lady Blackhawk here, who's engulfed in a mist of pointer mission.
Of you need to talk to me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. And then she gives you the lowdown. I can't hear her amazing voice.
Yeah, I think when we were fixing the sound earlier,
We busted
we
the game
busted
sound.
the game
oh, well,
sound.
She
It's
sounds
fine.
awesome. She's actually from the 1940s and 50s kind of era. Kind of gets trapped in time, and that's why she doesn't look like she's 90 or 100 years old.
She's great.
And so she's a really interesting character that can bridge the past and the future because she was there. She was there in the past. And so she has memories of what happened back then. And she's like, she's actually having trouble remembering what happened because we've actually screwed up the time stream so badly that we've kind of are merging all of the time streams together. And so her and other people who have like long life and stuff like that, they're very like confused. They're trying to remember what happened during World War II, but it's not coming back to them. Because when you go back there, you're going to see it's quite different than you may remember from history books, so which we're there now. But this is like the big quest hub. This is where you're going to go every day, pick up stuff like Mr. Hawkman has. We tried to get in a bunch of JSA characters all over the place.
I was hoping this hub area was large enough for it to be a fun like social space for people to hang
Yeah,
out.
like feel free to chill. Also, we learned our lesson to make things big enough to put content in someday. So, where do you want to go outside? You want me to
Yeah,
make you
let's run
mention?
outside.
Totally
Let's
go
take a look.
outside.
Who's that?
Which way are
What
you
is
gonna
this?
exit?
What?
Who's this person? What's up? Hey, you're not the Wonder Woman that I remember.
Who is that? We'll get to a little bit more of that later.
All right. I don't know which way I'm going. We might want to either toggle hate or God mode.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Let
please.
me.
'Cause
let me tell you.
I'm about to go out to the battlefield and get my butt handed to me.
Sure, you can start with the battlefield first. So
wait.
if you go out the south path, it'll
Gonna
take
go
you to the
south.
front.
South.
So go right.
But that's south. You said south.
You have to get to the center.
Okay, from the center.
From the center,
go out south.
go south.
All right. I'm not used to not having a quest pointer telling me where to go.
I am your quest
All right,
pointer
so it's so
for
cool. You
today.
come out. So this is actually, the legit battlefield. If you go the other way, it's more of like the town. This way, you head straight out into like a legitimate like World War II battlescape with soldiers, fires, sandbags, Czech hedgehogs. That's what those big things are out there that look like jacks. Got Blackhawk here. A lot of the missions out here are obviously to help them fight, but you also need to resupply them. Like they'll call for ammunition and stuff like that. It's
They
supposed to-
are in the fight already.
Yeah. And they need help. They need guns, and you deliver them guns, and then you also help them take out these savage soldiers, which are essentially they're stormtroopers working for Baron von Savage, which is Vandal Savage's persona in this timeline.
Can I call out base items
Yes,
as we pass?
sure.
Oh yeah, what's
We
that?
have lots of sandbags, lots of variations. I don't know if any of you are into that, but we have lots of them for you.
Yeah, if you've
And the hedgehogs
yes,
and more stuff as we go around.
there are some really, I mean, if you want like a World War II war zone of a base, you are in luck. So, and then there's just a lot of little cool like the walls all torn up here, because this is a post battle. They're essentially the Allies have retreated to the interior of the castle, and all of the savage soldiers, the Axis basically, are pushing in, and they're trying to take the castle for Baron von Savage and Per Degaton.
Tanks are awesome.
Tanks. There's some missions that involve doing stuff to tanks. These guys are just burninating the whole village. Got some cool new flamethrower stuff in this one. There's one boss that's like, that's his jam, and you're gonna die if you don't figure out how to make him stop doing it. But yeah, now we're in the town area. I love these, like, it just feels like I just want to
Looking down the street, right? That's
Yeah.
like, that's
like
awesome.
Sherlock
Yeah,
Holmes.
that was a lot of fun to build.
And it looks so different than anything we've done before. That's what's the coolest thing about this, is it plays and feels very different. The other open world in Area 51 is more traditional, big open spaces. It's really, tricky to fight all the dudes. This is more of like the gameplay's a little different. It's partly why we picked it to do everyone to play, because it's very unique and interesting. And I can talk about the technical side of that if you want me to, but
Yeah.
like how we're handling the stats and stuff like that.
Oh, we can save that for later.
Okay.
Let's just look at the shinies for now.
So it's like technical, but yeah, and there's just all these corridors. I play acro most of the time, and I've really enjoyed this map so far, because I've been doing a lot of like, ooh, can I get past him? Haha, I did it!
Yeah, you can totally.
kind of.
You can't go
Oh,
across the
well.
river.
Oh yeah, my plane.
Oh yeah, your plane.
My favorite plane, and it's
So-
so.
How did you crash this plane?
How did you- I need to-
So working on
Stuff.
maps, we have to think about performance issues, and early on in this map, I was thinking about texture memory to make things like run happy on all of your platforms.
When we say perf,
Performance,
talking about.
yeah. So early on in this map, I threw all the props and all the textures I could ever want into like a little corner of the map, and the plane was not fitting in the little corner. So I threw it where the river was going to go, and
just to test the
just
perf.
to test everything to make sure everything could like live in the same area.
Mhm.
And then I just started building the map around it, and I kept on going and building, and whenever it was finally time to take out the plane,
Yeah, you showed it in like the next art review, and the plane was gone. We were like, oh,
everybody
where'd
freaked
the
out,
plane
so
go?
I had to add it back in, and
you're like,
now
it was just placeholder, you
it
guys.
was just
And they were
placeholder,
like-
but now it lives there forever. We have a
So, Ocean
plane.
saved the day and crashed the plane again. but
Second time.
It was
That's
so funny. The whole
Re-
room, everybody was
crashed the
just
plane.
so sad that the plane was gone.
I guess I just didn't say that it was placeholder. I was just like, nobody
Oh,
wants this
couldn't
plane here.
resist. You gave me a munitions guy, put me in a battlefield, and he can't even target me.
Yeah, you are definitely exploiting right now.
Yeah, I'm a cheater. I don't really. If I was gadgets, I'd wreck him.
Yeah, sure.
The confidence. Yeah, I just love the corridors. It's really tight. There's actually a little bit of 8-player content in here, and you start getting that kind of like whoa feeling. But we try to be careful and not put like a boss fight right in the middle
Yeah.
of like a tight corridor or anything like that.
So for this, I like Google Maps was my best friend. Whenever I was looking up reference for this, I was looking up like some old European towns that had
What?
like cathedrals and
this?
castles. People are in here.
It's worth noting we're on the public test server and it is unlocked now, so you can come join us. We're gonna play with you
Come
later.
Join us.
Hi. I wonder if Alex needs. any
Alex
help.
is getting
Do
hurt.
you want to just like poke the enemies?
You can do it, buddy. What is your trinket? That looks like a cheaty thing.
My trinket? No, that well, I don't believe that's a cheaty thing. I believe that is
Oh,
what
I
came
know
with
what
the.
it is. I forgot that it got a new icon.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm sorry, man.
Some Blackhawk you are.
I'm
Let
not.
him die.
I'll get you up. Wait, nope. I'll shoot that guy instead. Oh, he's got Staros on him too, and I let him.
That's probably why he's dead.
let him
He's still a
go.
little bit corrupted.
Hey, Lieutenant Testmaster.
So we have
What's up?
these
If
cool
I see
posters.
you, I'll say your name.
You can go interact with.
What?
With
What? What?
that.
What?
I'm pointing.
Oh, I see. It's hard with the lights in my eyes. It's hard to see.
It
the
is
dark
pretty bright in
corner.
here. In
I'm
1944.
pointing to. This is also a base item.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
propaganda
a
posters.
lot of propaganda posters that are base items.
So if you want to have a horrible fascist base, good luck.
We've
Good
done
for you.
that for you. Are
Good for
there
you.
Allied propaganda as well?
No, we
Posters?
We only really have the evil.
Only the evil ones. Okay.
However, we do have other fun base items.
ones.
If you want.
Yeah.
I don't think we're showing them.
What, I don't have them to show, but we can talk about them.
If you look around up at the castle, you see some windows. I made some windows looking out on the town, so you can put those in your base.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You actually can see the.
You can see them. They're snowy.
They're
looking out
amazing.
on
You guys are gonna
the
flip
fields
your
and the mountains.
lids. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh
lids.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, your map is so beautiful. I think you should do like some base items that are like a painting that you could hang
Mm.
that looks like the town. And she was like, hey, instead of a painting, I made a window with like snow coming down and you can see the village. Is that
Like,
okay? And I'm
very
like, I
animated.
think that's okay.
Better than a
I think
painting.
players might think that's okay if you insist.
I'm the
Nice.
window master.
Oh yeah, she basically
like making
makes
y'all
the
windows.
She's when you're like, hey, can we get a window that looks out into the? Chances are she made it.
There's also, if you look around, there's like the walls and the archways. You guys get those because I know people like blocking off things in their bases. By the way, I lurk the forums a lot, and I see all the base item posts, and they make me very, very happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep seeding those hints and wishes on the forums.
hear
We
them.
see
You're
'em.
not fully lurking. You have a green name now,
That's true.
and you've
mean,
posted at least twice.
I've posted. I think I posted 5 times. Whoever, I can't remember whose name I posted my first post in. But I'm so sorry that I made my first post in there.
You hijacked their
They're
thread.
like,
I was
that's
just like,
cool.
I'm sorry.
That's cool. And then everyone's like, green name, green name. Scoot in a little bit.
All right, so that's the War-Torn Village. We're going to go through the content a little bit, but first I kind of want to jump to rewards and just kind of show all the shiny stuff as far as styles. That sounds cool. So
Kinda-
we're looking at the Blackhawk gear right now. You want to go outside?
Is it?
Or-
Can you guys see okay? It's a little dark.
Is it too dark?
I mean, the map's supposed to be dark. Hey, Power.
Oh hey.
It looks okay on my screen.
Although pretty soon they're not gonna be able to see me because there's gonna be
Too many
people
people. Well,
standing around me.
We can.
Go up on one of the pillars. They can't.
Hey, T Lantern is creeping behind me.
He is. Look at that. Little creeper.
Where am I supposed to go?
Somewhere else, I guess.
Do you want to like teleport me somewhere or something?
Yeah, I was trying to think where
Oh
to
my god.
go. You know, we can go into the alert we're going into later. Except, nope, I didn't write that down.
And then I hit a dead end like a total noob.
Go right.
What is that? Oh yeah. Be careful. There are some
Oh.
bad dudes in some of these rooms. It's kind of like a dragon in a dungeon. You'll walk in and be like, nope, just kidding. You're gonna need to bring some friends to
You-
take out some of those.
Looks like you
guys.
kind of lost everybody. So let's
Oh, and now
let's
I'm in,
just
like,
find
the
some light
darkest area
and show off the gear.
ever. Here we go. It still seems pretty. There we
There
go.
we go.
Have to
Perfect.
face the
All
correct
All right,
way
so we're
up.
looking at the Blackhawk gear. This is the standard vendor gear set.
Yep.
The currency you get in this episode is called war bonds, because that makes sense.
Isn't that cute?
And you can
That's so
purchase
cute.
this style, this gear with war bonds, item level 175.
Yeah, the jacket is. I love it. I think I'm gonna. I've often used the Kryptonian. Oh my god, the controller gear, as my because I love jackets. I've worn the Guy
Mhm.
Gardner jacket too. I am going to wear this one instead.
a
And
good
what's
jacket.
really cool, I want to point out. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys something. The epaulets. How do you
The
say that?
shoulders.
The shoulder things. Those are actually a shoulder item, which I think is super cool. So you can
Oh,
go.
gotcha.
You can go sans.
Your rank.
Oh yeah. If you want to be a private, actually, my character's not military. She just likes really nice jackets, so I'd probably take those off.
Yeah.
But I'll leave
People-
them on for now.
People are asking if there's an emblem slot, so why don't we see if
good
that's the case while we're in there. Oh, I don't have an emblem.
Why do
Okay.
you do this to me?
Sorry. I think T Lantern is wearing an emblem for later, and we'll get it on
Alright.
his character. There is an emblem slot.
Yes, there's an
That's
emblem
the worst
slot.
reveal ever.
Because this seemed like exactly the type of thing to do. At first we actually were like, yeah, we'll just do the Blackhawks thing, and they were like, wait a minute, we should do an emblem, and we did that instead.
All right, go ahead and hit armory number 2
Real close.
once you find some light, I guess.
Yeah, I stepped out of the light.
It's a war-torn village, folks. It's very dark.
All right, sorry. 2.
Yes, O2, please. Boom. All right, same thing. Vendor gear set, except the elite version.
Yeah, this is the elite.
What's happening to it? What's going on?
It's so we haven't seen a lot of this stuff in the DLC yet or episode, and you're gonna see blue portals, blue tears in Area 51. Just that's essentially what messages anything that's time torn, something that's just ripping. It's different than paradoxes, which are always yellowy, reddish, orange. We wanted to be very clear on what these things are different, and it helps to have a color code. So blue is a time tear, and we thought, we were like, well, how do we make this really glowy and weird and crazy? And we thought about, well, if you were traveling through time so much throughout the DLC, enough to get all the elite gear, you would just get shredded by the time energy. And so I was like, what do you guys think about doing that? And
T-Lantern is going ham.
I do want to, yeah, T-Lantern just destroyed a tank right behind you. You didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
No one's listening to anything I'm saying now, but anyway, it's time torn. So there's these like gaping holes in it, surrounded by the blue energy. The blue isn't really tintable. You can kind of tweak it a little, but for the most part, the blue represents the time tear. And then obviously the holes are just black. That's how they look. You can tint everything else just like you can on the other gear, though. So you could you make it look identical if you want to be like time torn, not time torn, time torn, not time torn. No, I don't do that every day at my desk. But anyway.
How much time does that take?
So
yeah, that's the elite gear. Elite gear again needs faction from the elite raids, and then you can grab it off the vendor as well.
I kind of just want to stick my hand inside.
You cannot do that, and
okay.
probably dangerous.
Time torn hand is probably not a good idea.
Go to.
I've been spotted.
No deal.
It's fine. Go to Armory 3. Same thing, different colors. I just wanted to
you
give
just
some
tweaked
different
it a little bit.
different options that
But-
people see.
I got pointed at.
It's not cool, dude. Don't point. It's rude.
They were trying to poke inside.
No.
That's kinda
I'm a
funny,
little slow on
actually.
the uptake. Tank.
Thanks, back.
All right.
All right, go to Armory number 4. We're going to look at a couple of the kind of separate style items, the helmets.
Oh, you look so World War II. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we have the
The idea.
Allied.
That's the idea.
It's kind of what we were going for,
Yeah.
SJGs. Oh yeah, backpack is a parachute pack with a little draw cord and everything.
It does not work, however.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna if you'd jump off something.
You're a
just gonna
superhero, so you
fall.
can land, but
Yeah.
don't rely on pulling that cord, okay? Just want to...
God, I look like badass.
You do.
I said ass.
Kind of dark now, though.
Yeah. I just like the
There we
way
go.
I was looking at them all
You fools.
dramatically.
I'm from
I look so
1944.
hardened.
You are a softer generation. or something. All right, go ahead and let's manually change the helmet.
Alright.
There are 3 different styles of helmets, separate from the gear set. And this is one, Allied Soldier helmet. Next page. Stormtroopers air purifying
Oh,
helmet.
these
Sure.
are creepy.
Someone my
Are you
my
my mummy?
characters. Yes.
No, let's... Ugh.
Oh, dude, look at the little.
I'm surprised
Little-
T-Lantern wasn't wearing that when he was creeping on
heard-
us earlier.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little Vandal Savage, Baron von Savage logo on his helmet. Because he's a bad guy.
He is
or
a
at
bad
least
guy.
the style is
This,
a bad guy.
this style is a villain
God,
style.
these are so creepy. Oh yeah, that reminds me. They were experimenting with some more reflective stuff for the. Well, bad at this. The goggles. They look like legit real. Like they reflect
There you go, yeah.
the light a lot. They've been getting really good at those materials, and they're like. I'm probably saying it all wrong, but they make it look amazing.
No, you're good.
So-
They are the materials.
Yeah, I did it. Only took 7 years to say
Oh, we're
it
getting
right.
nice little messages from chat.
Hooray.
Testmaster says awesome map oceans.
Oh, thanks. I like it. I think I'm biased though.
You're like, I hate it.
I
I'm just gonna go home and cry.
I
Well, I like it too.
I like running around in it.
And then this is one without the creepy
It's
mummy.
the
Are
it's
you
the
my mummy?
evil version.
But yeah, so we have like good guys, bad guys. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to make like weird videos, which y'all never do that, with like Allied and Axis,
Yeah.
have fun.
There you go.
Make sure you send them to me on Twitter so I can watch. I totally do, just so you know. Don't send me anything creepy.
All right, so T-Lantern's gonna head over here now as soon as he hears me say that.
And I will be out.
So
And
about a 4-minute
eventually,
delay.
Oceans is going to take off. We're going to swap those two out. But we're going to go visit Area 51 a bit, and
yeah.
we're going to visit Saving Justice, the alert. What should we look for, environment-wise, in either of those locations?
Environment-wise, in Area 51, it's probably familiar to you guys, except now half of it is in the past, which is kind of cool.
So what'd you do to make it look like it's in the past?
You'll have to see.
Oh, she's not
Show
going
it.
to tell you.
I see.
She doesn't want you to know.
Traded out some technology. Might have torn a hole through the map.
Like older buildings.
Older buildings.
Different
more
lighting,
advanced.
right?
Kind of.
Okay.
She may make
Kind
it
of.
look like
Okay.
that with her magic.
I see.
Some painting on the ground. I did lots of.
But yeah, it's like the little. It's like the way the way I pitched it was like in the 40s it'd all be stone and stuff like that, and someone out there's going, Area 51 didn't exist in the 40s. That's what you think.
Yeah, you don't know.
That's what you
You
think.
don't know that.
You didn't know
But
about it.
Anyway, and then the modern stuff. You guys have seen the modern stuff. Why is there a big old rock in my face? You guys.
And
need
then
to hide again.
for the other map.
Yeah.
One of my other artist coworkers worked on it, and he did a
needs a
great
dev
job.
name.
He does need a
He
dev
needs a
name.
handle.
That's
I don't
actually
think, yeah, he doesn't have one.
he doesn't. That's actually why I got a handle finally,
He's still
so you
lurking.
guys can call me out.
For the props. I got a handle for the props. Okay.
Yep.
I
But
love
he did a
this.
great job. It's like
So
a
cute.
bunker. It feels like you're very far underground.
Yeah, are we going there?
We are going there.
Okay, you'll
yes,
see it in a
we're gonna
minute.
play it.
Not
That's
with
really cool.
not with me present.
Not
most
with you
likely. I
present.
will be in chat. I will
Once-
shout at you.
Yeah, you can
Once
ask
T
him.
Lantern gets here. Oh, he's here.
He's
He can come on
creeping
in
right
now.
there.
He's coming in.
You can-
Okay, Oceans, thank you for joining us. You were
Yay.
awesome.
Thank
We'll have you back
you.
soon.
I'll
Swap
be
you
in
guys
chat
out.
trolling you. I can't even see all of it. Thanks, guys.
I muted the wrong one. Oceans has left us, but the good news is that T
Ocean's
Lantern
no longer with us.
has joined us. T Lantern is a content designer. If you saw our Staro stream, you are familiar with him.
And a few others too.
Let me unmute you so that you can actually say hello. Hey.
You muted me?
I did. Well, mainly
rude.
The putting of the
Hello.
thing on.
How's
Welcome to the
everybody
stream.
doing?
So you specifically worked on Saving Private Justice. I'm sorry, Saving Justice.
No,
the
Saving
alert.
Justice. Yes, the alert.
And we're gonna actually play that in a little bit. I'd
Cool.
like to actually run around Area 51 first,
Okay.
real quick, and we'll let you drive and play.
Oh, sure.
And we're gonna actually log out so that you can
I get
play.
to take a break.
Yeah, you get to do nothing now.
My
Lean
turn.
Back and,
Sit there and relax.
slouch. That looks really weird.
What the?
I look
Oh.
like
That's weird.
I just went like way
Yeah.
far away, just by leaning back up.
Barely in screen anymore. So Designer's getting logged in. While he's doing that, we're going to show you Time Torn Area 51. Lots of open world missions in there. We've shown you War Torn Village. We're going to show you Saving Justice, one of the alerts later.
Mhm.
But let's talk about the other content real quick while T Lantern's getting in. We also have the 8-player raid Ultimate Soldier. Do you want to give us a quick overview of what's happening in that raid, story-wise?
So I don't know. You know, if you're a JSA fan, you're not going to be surprised to hear that Dr. Savannah appears in the content. In fact, it's my favorite collection. It is so gross, creepy, and funny at the same time. He's trying to essentially create an ultimate soldier for Perdegaton and Vandal Savage. He's, you know, the whole like creepy World War II scientist thing.
Yeah.
Win
the
we are
war.
going so golden age with this, you guys.
Mhm.
And so we have an entire, it kind of leads up to it, and the concept is like, you go through and you fight all these savage soldiers, these guys that work for them. They're straight up like, you know, World War II soldiers working for the wrong team. And as you defeat them, sometimes when they come back, they've been augmented. You'll see that some of them have like a robot arm.
Okay.
Are there any with 2 robot arms?
Yes.
Some of them have 2 robot arms. They start getting like the gas mask thing. They're just like, they are messed up because
Mhm.
they've been essentially rebuilt from the scraps. And the ultimate soldier is his masterpiece, and you have to fight that. and
Yep.
he's gonna wreck your face.
Nice. Excellent.
Unless you travel to other timelines to essentially depower him,
Mm.
which there is an option to try to do it without traveling to the other timelines.
Yes.
For a feat.
There's definitely a feat involved, but it's something you may want to get a little bit of gear first before trying. I'll just put it that way, because like man,
Seriously,
he will tear you up,
he's pretty nuts.
and he's huge. He's like huge, and so there's a collection where Dr. Savannah's talking about how he's making this guy. And Vandal Savage and Prodegaton keep checking in on him, and
Mhm.
it's pretty amazing.
Nice.
It's nice work.
All right, so that's one of the raids. There's also War Crimes, a 4-player alert, which I think takes us to the future. Is that right?
War
War
Crimes is so Prodegaton, the big bad, basically, also a Justice Society villain. He hates them so much that it's like obsessive. Like he hates the Justice Society. He always loses, and he knows he's always going to lose, and that's why he's reaching out to Baron von Savage and trying to team up
So
with
he's
him.
basically like, I can't beat the Justice Society. I need to win World War II a different way to beat them.
Basically,
Like that's the extreme he's going
and
to.
he was able to identify that is from. This is actually one of the stories from the comics. I forgot. I read it long ago, and then recently, World War II is considered one of the last like critical moments in time where you can just totally send the time stream like in a completely different direction,
Mhm.
and so that's why he targets it,
Mhm.
and he gets Baron von Savage to help him out because he just keeps failing on his own. Now, of course, villains. Let's see how long that lasts working together. But he's a time traveler. He's got this disc he's floating around on,
Yeah.
which you will see.
And we've got him on it.
And
It's really
he can
cool.
use it to travel through space and time. Well, more so time. But anyway, he goes back to like our present to try to bring technology back, all the way to the 40s, where it's impressive as hell.
Right.
You know, it's
OP.
gonna turn the tide, and that's why
Let's-
the village is like completely taken over.
Let's so right now we're in kind of the modern area of Area 51 you recognize. Let's head to the south, I think it is,
Sure.
and check out how it's changed, where the two things are being ripped
Mhm.
apart. The two
Yeah, here's
timelines.
the tear. So if you cross to this side,
So a lot
it's a
of the
little
like
different.
anywhere there were like in the old map old map in the launch map, the
Yeah.
present day Area 51, it's all like hyper computers that are all shiny metal and glowing stuff, and then Ocean's ripped all that stuff out and
Right.
replaced it with like reel to reel typewriter-y kind of like old school tech
And planes.
and planes. Did you guys see
What is
that
this
parachute,
guy?
dude?
I missed it.
It's amazing. Like a lot of the guys when they come back in, like respawn essentially, they come in on a parachute.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we had a little fun with this.
Very cool. Yeah.
I've actually the first time I pitched a World War II DLC was probably around DLC 7.
Okay, it's been a while.
Years.
Yeah.
I that was something I did. That was always been one like years and years. My job was just pitching out ideas to
Yeah.
the creative director at the time, and we just it wasn't the right time for it. But with the Wonder Woman movie,
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about that apparently.
It's right around the corner.
Why not?
Yeah,
That comes out June 2nd.
June 2nd.
Really June 1st if you're going to midnight screening.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty. It's,
Which-
yeah.
True.
Which is the same day that Age of Justice comes out.
Right.
That's interesting.
Now I believe theirs is World War One, but I really wanted to do
What's the
World
difference?
War II. And Jack loves Golden Age.
A
World
lot,
War II
Ted?
comics too. So here we are.
I saw the
Parachute.
parachute that time.
Yeah, I saw him
Yeah.
that time. Whenever I see that icon, I just think bros, and I'm like, I gotta help my bros.
Because it's a flash icon?
No, the it's like a little handshake icon.
Oh.
Oh
try to-
yeah, we got some new things to help
Yeah.
message different types of
Here,
content.
Got
when
it.
you're
Oh, I
rolling
got
out.
it.
See, they're like,
I'm
help
like,
me out.
Help
Yeah.
me out, bro.
It's like, is it Predator?
Yes, Predator. Yeah, the handshake.
Pushing too many pencils.
Yeah, you got you pushing too many pencils.
This is better than mine.
One of my favorite movies.
I don't do a good.
Look at that. That's so cool. Coming
Arm
down on the
Arnold.
parachute.
I love it. So there is an incredible amount of solo, small groupy stuff out in these open worlds, and a little bit of larger group. Like
Mhm.
in the castle, there's those couple of rooms where there's some major JSA villains like Eclipso, like we ran into. They will wreck your face unless you bring a couple of friends,
Nice.
or more like 8 friends or more.
Yeah,
I
you'll need a lot. And we've got some
Um,
pretty cool. We're dealing with time out here. Again, like you mentioned, we're always screwing with the timelines, and you might see a couple of familiar faces. Let's see if I can find one of them. There's some strong, like you were saying, like you're gonna need a group to take these guys out.
Yeah. They're like, and then
Try to
we
find
get
one.
some playtest feedback internally of like I ran into Eclipso and he destroyed me, and we're like,
Yeah.
good,
Yes.
That's what we
Excellent.
wanted
Yep.
to happen.
as designed.
Bring some friends.
Yep. Learn to play with others.
Do it together.
When you said old friends, you reminded me of The-
Where are they?
they were exploring like the kind of content to put in here, and
Mhm.
someone suggested maybe using Paradox Reapers
Mm-hmm.
because we have
Mm.
this whole
It would fit,
episode is just
technically.
one gigantic paradox. So we had this idea that the Paradox Reapers will show up kind of like what's going on here,
Yeah.
but they're kind of neutral. Like they kind of hate everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of turn them on the Axis powers. You're like, hey, look, Paradox Reaper, there's some dudes over there that shouldn't be here, and they're like,
Yeah.
wow, and they attack them. It's pretty cool. There's a whole mission about doing that.
I forget
It's
which
such-
one it is.
There's been
I
a
don't think it's
lot
this
of work put into these open worlds because there's a lot of different types of ways to play it. In some areas, you don a disguise so you can sneak behind enemy lines. You call Paradox Reapers to sick them on the enemy.
Yeah,
There's like
that one's
so many
really
different
fun.
things to do, and so every time you take one of those missions, you get a random of a certain kind of like the Starro content. You get something different,
Mm-hmm.
and the gameplay is just so wildly different that it keeps it very fresh
Let's
for
watch
a
it.
long time. It's funny when we try
Awesome.
to playtest this stuff because it takes forever. Cause there's
Yeah,
so
it takes such a
much.
long time. And I apologize if I'm just like blasting through this because we've been playtesting it for so long. I've seen
Really?
this a dozen times over.
So you might take,
Well,
take some pointers.
Speaking of that, we've kind of seen
Sure.
Area 51. We've
Mhm.
seen War Torn. Those are the two
Mhm.
open worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's queue for
Okay.
Saving Justice, the alert.
Yeah. let me-
And if you're on test, queue for Saving Justice right now, and you might get in our group.
Dun dun dun.
And while we're doing that, the last raid we haven't talked about is Justice for All, the finale.
That's the big finish.
Do you want to say anything about it? Can we say who any of the bosses are?
We can say it's a raid.
You do.
It is a raid and
you
an
do.
elite raid.
You face off against Baron von Savage, and Predegaton, and one of their guys. I don't really want to spoil it.
That's
There's-
fine. All right,
That's
there's
fine.
another
you
raid.
Kind of just you learn all
Play
the
and find out.
things. Yeah, that's hard for me. I just want to tell you everything, but I know I shouldn't.
Yeah.
There's something about the
There's
discovery.
some things. Oh, there's one. I found one
Oh.
finally. Here
It's
we
hard when we're
go.
writing up the like release notes.
Oh,
and stuff too.
that's a Paradox
no.
Tyrant right there.
And he saw me. I'm not gonna live. There's no way.
You're doomed.
Getting out of here. But yeah, so like you were saying, they're investigating, like we're messing with time again.
Yeah, we kind of drew the ire.
Mm-hmm.
Which raid is it that has the extra mob that spawns if you're wearing the style?
I don't know.
Ultimate. It's the ultimate
It's
soldier.
Ultimate Soldier.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, the elite, I believe.
In the elite
Yes.
version.
Specifically
Okay.
the
The elite
If
version.
you're wearing. Oh, we didn't show that
There's
one.
another one.
What didn't we show?
The back piece that makes that.
Oh,
happen.
you know, I didn't grab it. Yep.
Oh,
My
so there's
bad.
this like you'll see it on the guys in the content. They have these huge like giant tube rocket things on their back, and you can get that as a style. And if you wear that style into the elite raid, Ultimate Soldier raid, it will cause a special boss. I guess it's a boss that spawns. And if you're wearing the style, you're guaranteed, I believe, to get a collection piece for the OP items.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're not wearing the style, though, you get a chance at getting one. So even if you're just, lame and don't have that style and you're not wearing it, there's a pretty good chance that you might get one, but you may not. So get the style and wear it.
Yep.
Go in there together with the style.
I have to say real quick. As you saw, I was playing along with you guys when you were in the
Yeah.
War-Torn Village.
You blew up a tank behind us as
Yeah,
well.
I did, and on my hardlight character, and I was out in the front, helping the forces, the soldiers out front, and I kind of tuned you guys out a little bit because I was focused on the quest.
Right.
And then
Happens.
I heard, "Are you my mummy?" And I was like, and I forgot
That's
because
great.
you had mentioned that last week that Doctor Who, and I was really freaking out for a second.
That is like one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life. So every time I see a gas mask now, I have this little like shock, little
Like,
jolt of
if I had
cold.
saw her out there with the gas mask
And
on,
heard
I would
that.
have just quit the
Just
game
left.
out. And
You're like,
I was
unplug.
Oh, it just ran.
We are queued, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
Come on,
double check.
guys.
Several other people are also queued, so hopefully it's gonna pop
I'm gonna
shortly.
use the mouse. It's
We're
easier.
doing
we're good.
Yeah, saving justice.
Come on, guys, queue up for
Alright.
saving justice.
Queued
Somebody
for damages
out
though.
there.
You guys are gonna have to carry me. I do my best, but
What do you have? An ice?
yeah,
Ice DPS.
ice and gadgets are like my two go-tos.
Oh,
I may
Q-pop.
make you zoom in your camera sometimes.
Oh yeah, I play really far back. I've played all kinds of MMOs, so I'm used to like
It's
I
tactical.
need
Really
to see
far.
what's going
I see.
on. Check
I
out
feel
my-
weird. I don't know where to put my.
I
I'm
know.
not
You're
playing,
just like
so I'm just like.
banging the table.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
What do I do? I am really sorry
Hello.
the in-game sound is not reaching the stream.
it breaks every
Yeah.
writer
it's-
or ex-writer's heart
know,
when
it's-
we can't hear.
Or
them.
in this case,
Oh, look who showed up.
camera builder.
So, if you don't want to be spoiled, close your eyes for a few minutes.
Yeah. The spoiler alert. We're gonna go through this whole.
Just listen
Alert.
to the
Yeah.
soothing sound of our voices.
Right. Do you wanna? Yeah. Just act it out.
Yeah. So she's not. Diana's not in a lot of this DLC, but she is working with Rip to essentially oh, we didn't even say what happened. Baron von Savage's men has kidnapped many of the Justice Society,
Yes.
and we have to free
We
them.
have to get in. Save
And this
them.
is our
Yes.
secret operative that he sent to work with us. Hi, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman
Yep.
is really important
We're
to,
supposed
to
to
that era.
we're
so
supposed to meet a contact here, and
turns out it's Diana.
yep. And then further in, there's another member of the JSA that's supposed to be helping us out as we break out the other members of the JSA. Come on, Wonder Woman.
Move that camera in a little.
Oh, yep, sure. These guys need to cool out, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
What?
Welcome to 15 minutes of ice puns, starring T Lantern.
Starring me.
Boom! What's this?
Clink. Kapow.
God.
Man, this would be so cool if they were speaking. But Diane, ooh, I could act it out. I'm sure Susan Eisenberg wouldn't mind.
I believe
and then
she
it would Beth
says,
Broderick.
"You wear the clothes of an Amazon, but I don't know you."
It's almost like you've like built this camera.
It's almost
and-
like I
and
spent a
heard
lot
it.
of time setting up these
Yeah.
these scenes we're watching right now.
So the idea there is this is an alternate timeline, and in this one, Hippolyta is actually Wonder
Mhm.
Woman.
And we saw her in the war-torn village
Yep,
walking
that was
around.
her that was Hippolyta walking
Mhm.
around, and Diana's like, "What the what?" And Hippolyta's like, "Wait, I'm Wonder Woman."
Yeah.
And they have a back and forth throughout the content
She
actually where they
says,
talk
"Oh,
about
no."
that. Because in our
I got you.
normal world, Hippolyta didn't want to join man's fight, so Diana went. A daughter as awesome as you, and boy, I wish my mom would join the fight.
Right.
Right? So,
Come on, Mom.
but it's really cool. It's good to see. It's actually really kind of if you
Oh,
care about their
no.
relationship at all. It's
Oh,
actually
everybody's
really-
dying.
We're getting
It's crushed.
we're getting taken down.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
No. Nope. Oh, that was an accident. I'm sorry. Oh, I
But-
totally fat fingered that. I felt the pressure.
They might
And,
get you up.
It's a very
No, I
sentimental
think
script.
they're all
Oh.
they're all
We're like
out.
two different conversations at the same time.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm the one who just keeps like trying to jam in the story.
Please do.
Sorry.
Tell us. Tell us what we're missing.
But, it's actually a really nice moment between the two of them. Susan Eisenberg and Beth Broderick were both
Mhm.
like, "Aww."
That was
They
really
read it.
yeah. And I just love that we have Susan as our Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she is my Wonder Woman.
Yep.
It is so awesome when you see Wonder Woman in a game or a movie, and it's
Mhm.
you hear that voice, you're like, "Yes, it's Wonder Woman."
I know, and it's like, yup.
Yeah, I
We
don't
can
want
do this.
spoil it, but are we gonna see the Ultimate Soldier stuff at all? Or?
Not on the stream. No.
Okay, I won't spoil it then.
All right, more deeps. More deeps, more deeps. Where's my sidekick? Get out here. I don't pay you to sit around. And he's like, you don't pay me at all.
I need more talking points. Does anybody have any questions or anything?
Sure. Let's see if we can get some questions from chat.
I love the designs of the characters in this. They're so awesome. They blend so well with the environment. The art team just kicked the crap out of this episode. It is awesome.
Oh, for sure. I worked very closely with one of the environment artists on this map.
Yeah, this is the Savage Stronghold, basically. This is the seat of power. This is where they create their armies. I don't think you go there, but this is where like the room is where they all plan their attacks on things, which is in the finale.
We need to pull him toward one of these generators that are electrified.
Overload generators.
Overload generators. If we had the audio on, we would have heard Wonder Woman say, "Hey,
Hey,
do the thing."
maybe you should try moving. Okay, it's a little more
Yep.
colorful than that.
I'll try to. Sorry if the stuff's in the way of the camera. Hey, there we go. We did it.
We do have a question about OP items, omnipotence items. Do you have that information handy in your
I'm
head?
trying to remember. There is. Oh my god. Oh man.
I don't have it in my notes.
I'm already planning the next one, so it's hard to like with the Avair. So man, we like we like to say we work 6 to 10 months ahead.
Yeah.
I believe it's head and belt, which we didn't show that either. But there's also a great belt. She says, laughing maniacally.
That's a
Snickering.
good sign? Question mark.
I think
Can
there's another one too, but I can't remember.
Can we
I
turn on
apologize. I
subtitles?
should have. And I wrote it down. I have like a whole list of everything, and I just don't.
While you're in here, just make sure the game sound is on also. Like, just
Yeah. It is
Yeah,
on.
It is on.
Sweet.
Sad news.
Something else.
Is it just show movie subtitles?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Counts for
Oh,
me.
I'm coming.
But I think
I like
it's
to see what they're saying.
And if Spord or anyone else over there in the systems design pit wants to correct me, feel free to stop by.
Get out of the fire. Guys, get out of the fire. No.
Wait, fire burns?
Fire bad. It's a trap.
Yeah. I'm
They're
gonna
just-
follow Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman.
Look,
That's what I'm
They went
gonna
this
do.
way. And Hippolyta
they know what's
says,
up.
Hippolyta says, let Athena's wisdom guide us. There's always another way.
She's so
That's
wise.
nice. That's good.
I wonder who wrote that.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit, T Lantern, while you're playing about
Yeah.
the collaborative process of building a map? How you worked with the environment artists and what's the back
Yeah, I
and
can
forth
talk
like?
a little bit about it. Generally, sometimes it's different depending on the map, depending on the content. But generally, we kind of brainstorm. We talk really high level what we want to happen, and then once we get a good feeling of like, yeah, this is exactly what we want to do. Generally, one of the content designers does what we call a napkin sketch, and they'll do like a rough outline.
What is a napkin sketch?
Sometimes literally on a napkin.
Sometimes
if we were
literally,
at lunch.
I have a tiny little notepad, and I have drawn sketches of maps. I think I drew the Atlantean outpost like that. But we'll give them like, this is the flow I want, and it needs to have this, and this. And we'll get to the artists, and they'll slap something together relatively quickly in what's called a gray box. There's no fancy textures or anything in it.
Just the layout.
Just the layout. And we look it over, we review it with other designers, and we're like, yeah, let's move forward. And we just keep iterating. I'll start.
It's kind of like a top-down, almost like
Yeah.
the mini map.
Mhm.
Like we're like, and then there's a hallway and,
Yeah.
and a big room where we're gonna have a boss fight, and then you're gonna go down and stuff like that.
So this part's important, real quick, coming up. Just going to mention. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. There's a camera. They're watching it right now.
Oh.
There's a camera. It's important. The JSA members were just lowered into these cells.
Why did you miss it?
I was too far away.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they kicked off the cam without me. But there's important cam. There's a mechanic here. You kind of have to pay attention to the room surroundings. Anyway, like
It
that
didn't
right
seem
there.
like you were that far away.
Yeah.
We might want to look at that relevancy.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
We
Oh,
are
no.
just first
an
on the
epic.
test server.
It's
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna find some books. Let us know what they are.
Yep.
It's an epic camera where he's got like the JSA lowering down into these
Mhm.
cells. It's really cool. Really
Mhm.
creepy.
And we just hurt the JSA.
Again, another
Yep.
big Justice Society villain, the Ultra Humanite.
This time you do want to hit it.
Returns.
Oh no.
Aw, crunch.
He got hit in the back.
Squash.
I want to save the J save before I save you. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, look at that though. Saving both.
Look at wow. Nice work.
Superhero.
So if you notice, if you look down in here in the camera, we would have noticed better. But here we've got, oh no, there's ice everywhere.
Yeah. I see ice.
One of the hawks, there it is, hawk girl.
Hot girls at the bottom of the
And then
pit.
The
over
bottom of the hole
Yeah,
there.
because Ultrahumanite is essentially torturing them.
Yeah.
To be quite
And
honest.
then Hawkman,
Experimenting on them.
someone did the wrong input. So there is a wrong way to do it and a right way to do it.
The captive's health.
If they get blasted one more time, Ultrahumanite is going to rage.
Yeah, you can see it's like on screen there at 33%.
Yes, their health is rather low, and I'm gonna hit it, and it should change. There we go. Now that won't hit. Oh, I'll save you. Oh, looks like that person's got him. I'm not actually fighting. I'm sorry. I'll do DPS. I promise.
Were you on console duty?
Yeah,
Takes a little bit of organization.
sometimes. Yeah. I'm gonna hit him.
Oh, so close, oh, so close.
Orbital strike from space.
Use your trinkets, everybody.
Oh, we have to hit this one.
You got him.
That was close. Because if you go on this side, we see Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern. What do I want?
Jay's
Ooh,
not here, right?
shinies.
I'm gonna get the helmet.
Jay's not in here, right?
No Jay Garrick.
No Jay, because he's too fast to be caught.
Makes sense.
I had a cast list, and I had spot for one more, and of course I picked Green Lantern.
Even Golden Age.
Even
Green
Golden
Lantern.
Age. Even though he's technically not part of the Corps, or he's not part of the Corps, he's still a Green Lantern.
That is the comic my mother read as a child.
Very cool.
Was the Alan Scott comics. 'Cause
So we
I
gotta
was-
bust him out.
I always tell people, I told my mom, we're doing a Green Lantern DLC, the first one we ever did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm writing it. And she's like, that's wonderful. Is he the guy with the big cape? And I'm like, no.
No.
Well,
No,
yes,
Well, yes.
but that's not what I'm writing. And I'm like, it's Hal Jordan. She's like, I don't know what that
So
means.
we've got some exposition here. Hawkman says, by Thanagar's moon, there are two of you? And they're basically...
Why aren't you the voice of Hawkman?
I should have been, right? Right?
Maybe next time.
So Hippolyta, aka Polly, is looking for Wildcat as well. And they're letting... The captured JSA members are letting them know that he's further up ahead with Dr. Savannah. And that can't be good. And
Yeah,
then Wonder
we're-
Woman's, they're worried about their companions. They say, you guys should stay here. We'll go on ahead. Maybe you guys should look for an escape route for us in case things go south.
And let me clarify, Jay's here. He's in the episode. He's
Mhm.
just not captured.
Oh yeah,
see
he's
him.
not in this alert. I didn't mean to say
Yeah.
Jay Garrick
I
is
just wanted
out.
to clarify.
He's definitely, he was in the War-Torn Village doing something kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, he's around. You'll see him. Just like Wildcat, we're about to catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Several questions about briefings, investigations, and collections.
Mm-hmm.
Are there some?
I
Is
know-
There they won't be on PC test.
Yep.
Oh, they're not in yet.
They're not
That's
in
right.
yet, but
Okay.
there are. We're actually finishing those up right now.
Soon.
Sorry, guys, but they're really great. It was like usual. It was an opportunity to tell a lot of stories. We do a lot of call-outs.
Mm-hmm.
Should I say what a couple of them are?
Yeah, sure. One
Yeah,
or
like,
two.
there's a little bit, like there's one that Lady Blackhawk does, and she talks about what it was like to be there the first time World War II happened, like what she actually remembers of it, and she mentions Easy Company, and there's actually a really cool Creature Commando story in the collections also.
Oh,
Creature
there's
Commandos.
Wildcat.
Wildcat!
Hippolyta's none too happy about this.
I think the most fun... Hold on. Diana is so
It's a
bad.
nice shield.
It is a really cool
Yeah.
shield. I had some fun with this camera.
Writing, oh man. Trying to remember his dev name. It's like Scribe Demon?
Yeah, yeah.
Scribe Demon?
Scribe Demon.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with dialogue in this episode because a lot of it is very 1940s transatlantic accent. If you don't know
Mhm.
what that is,
Mhm.
Google and you'll learn something today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a type of accent that doesn't really exist except in like 1930s and 1940s
Movies,
media,
yeah.
movies, and newsreels and things like that. And so a lot of the characters sound like that. And the language that they use is totally of the era. It's really cool and really funny.
Yeah, I
And
did.
not funny, haha, but like, when you
Yeah.
hear it, you're like,
And it's interesting how it came to be, and then kind of how it kind of ended. Like people don't speak that way anymore, and it was this really cool Hollywood thing. But I
Yeah,
did a
like-
little research on it because I wrote a few of Lady Blackhawk's lines for this DLC and tried to match the tone, not only a tone of her, but a tone of the time. It was interesting and fun to do.
It's fast talking, high trousers.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
We'll give him the old what for?
supposedly why not?
I rolled the wrong way.
Roll into the
No.
pain.
I was using my soda.
Yeah, this fight's kind of tough, depending on your group makeup.
Thank you. Sorry. I try to be better.
Lots of people commenting on how cool a map looks.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if he has a dev handle.
He doesn't.
The,
He doesn't.
The
He's
environment
anonymous.
artist that worked on this, but
Secret.
he sits
Guy.
he sits literally across the wall from me. Like we have a wall, and then he sits across from me. So whenever he had a question or whenever I had a feedback or a comment, we would just stand up.
So you guys, y'all are both like 6 foot something.
Yeah,
so
we're
you
tall.
talk over the wall,
Uh-huh.
whereas when Oceans and I are talking to each other,
You
we're
guys
like
like,
on
"Hey,
our tiptoes. Trying to like we need to get like a step stool for us to talk over
Right.
the wall.
You have to like get around the chairs, right?
Just like she can get on
Supply
his shoulders, I'll
drop.
get on your
Supply
shoulders, and
drop
we'll
on
like chicken
me.
fight. But
There we go. We
it's
got
kind of
him.
funny though, because if it's me or Oceans, sometimes you don't notice us, and then suddenly you just see the eyes looking over the wall.
So at the very end, I have Savannah come out, and he's like, "That's it. Gloves are off." And like you just push him over. He's like, "Get out of here,
It's pretty
Savannah."
Love it.
funny.
It's great. I also love this new Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
In some stories, Hippolyta and Ted have a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a little thing in ours.
Oh heck, you know me, Polly. Demon Scribe wrote all Wildcats dialogue.
Thank
Oh,
you.
who's that?
I had it backwards. Maybe.
Whoa, this is bad news.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to reveal myself as the super." I can't use the word I was going to use.
Yeah.
As the real jerk
As a real meanie
of
head.
this whole thing. Whoop, got a little jitter.
He's like, "Didn't you guys realize that this is my secret base?"
Yeah. He's like, "Why are you here? Who invited you?" But yeah, it's like we kind of are joking around here with like the classic. I'm gonna. Yeah, and then Diana's like, "Wow, he talks
he really
quite
does
a lot."
like to hear himself talk, doesn't he?
And you're just like, you know what? Nope.
And we're out of here.
Double dose.
Double
of
dose of wonder. That can't be real. Did
So
we
now
cheat?
you've saved the. You've saved.
There's no way I'm on top.
saved
Oh, I am
justice.
201, so that makes. a
Oh,
lot of
you're
sense,
overgeared.
yeah. Matter of fact, that's probably
But we
kind
saved
of low.
crucial members of
The JSA.
the J. Oh, I like how you did that. Of the JSA,
Hey, gotta do the Atlantic.
I love it.
the world at war.
This way, we've secured a way out. Da-da-da-da. Gotta have your own music.
I love doing time period pieces, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Like-
fun.
Like when we did the flashback duo and we put in all these like 90s references.
Oh,
It's so
my
ridiculous.
gosh.
The crystal sodas and that was so
Total
funny.
tangent. I've been seeing on the internet that Fifth Element was it 20 years old now?
Ugh.
I was like, what?
You're like, wait,
Time flies.
getting old.
So we're just kind of
Right.
recapping here.
Yeah, they give you kind of the gist of it, but we don't keep you in a camera so you can
We,
pitch your loot and stuff like
It's a
that.
complete strategy to flee, and then come back later at
Yeah,
a better
I mean,
time.
Wildcat they all got the crap
Yep.
kicked out of them. They need to go rest up, and then you can have a bigger team with 8 people and come
Mhm.
back.
We
this was
will
more of
come
a
back.
We need 4 more people.
What do you call it? Like sneak in, clandestine
I wanna
kind of
wave at this
thing.
person. And then tell him thank.
They saluted.
Appreciate the help.
Yeah.
All right,
thanks,
so
guys.
that was Saving Justice, one of the 4-player alerts in Age of Justice,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we have just one more thing to kind of tease out there before the stream ends. Except I realize now we're on the wrong character.
No.
You want to
Um,
switch characters again?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
While we're switching characters, real quick, Let's just recap. So Age of Justice coming out June 1st. We've got 2 alerts, 2 raids, 2 Elite Raid versions of those, and 2 huge open world areas, Area 51 and the War-Torn Village that we looked at earlier. And we have a little gift for members specifically,
We're so nice.
come launch day. Do you want to tell
Awkward,
people?
lean.
My,
Do I want to tell people?
yeah, tell people what's
It's up
going
to
on.
you. You know,
I
if you
don't
feel like it.
I mean, I don't want. I want to show them. I don't want to tell them
Okay,
what they're
cool.
getting. You're getting something.
You're getting a thing.
You're getting a thing.
It's in my inventory.
It's definitely a thing.
And we want to, we like to do things here and there, surprise people with stuff. So
Now, the error says, isn't Mep's birthday in June? And he is right. Do you know what my birthday is? You probably don't.
Nope.
Nobody does.
I thought you mean
It's-
your the date you were built.
The-
Is that what you
right.
mean?
Wait,
well,
Abs, I
that
thought
is
you
kind
didn't
of,
age. I
that's-
thought you were forever.
I mean, I get older, but I don't age necessarily. My birthday is June 6th. Do you know what day that is? It's D-Day, 1944.
Wow.
So this content takes place just after my birthday.
Like that's
Whoa.
important to the story.
So wait, are you saying you were born on D-Day in the 40s?
It was
I
constructed.
can't
He
comment
was
on the
constructed
specific year.
that day.
It's just in my inventory.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It should be at the bottom.
Beep.
Oh, a little
look at
present.
that. Little gift. Fight fascism with this shield from another era. Enjoy one for your character and one for your base. I wrote that about 20 minutes ago, I think.
If you did, I'm surprised it's in the game.
It is. That's actually
nice.
weird. No, I think I did it yesterday.
We did get a fresh build, so it makes
So.
sense. So you get 2 items. You get
Bombshell Wonder Woman shield, and one for your base in case you don't use shield.
so one you can
So.
use on your character, one you can put in your base and look
Yep.
at it.
So
Go
that
ahead.
everybody can enjoy. And guess what? You can't use. I guess I can.
Oh, spend a skill point. Oh, do
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
like-
skill point?
I think
I
you
have 1
have
skill
one.
point.
You have one
Yes,
skill
you're
point.
so good at this.
All the skill points.
Finally didn't fail at something.
Because I want to
Love
put
it.
it on. Which
We have to
I don't know
put
if
it
you guys
on.
know this. I tell this story to everyone I ever met, but the Bombshell Wonder Woman shield was designed in our game. Like
Mhm.
she did not have one, and we needed one because we used the shield for her in the game. And we asked DC if we could design one, and they were like, "Yeah, give it a try." And we're like, "All right." And me and the character artist at the time, Christian Gallega
Yeah.
Ochoa. I don't know how
Mhm.
to say his name. I'm so sorry, Christian.
I don't have a shield.
We
though. That was just a
basically
style.
designed the shield, and they DC and the writers and artists of the books liked it so much.
That it's
They
on
put
the-
it in the book.
Yeah, it's on the cover, I think.
Yeah, it's on some of the covers.
Let me
What-
find
what
an item
was
ID for a shield because it was just
Yeah,
a
you
style.
don't. You have
Shoot,
a
you're
rifle
right.
equipped, so.
That ain't gonna work.
Hang on, we'll get it.
Too busy bragging that I didn't realize you didn't have a
Naps.
shield.
It's fine. I'm gonna awkwardly
But
lean
anyway,
again.
I was kind of sad though, because if you go to Amazon and look up the Bombshell Wonder Woman action figure,
Mm-hmm.
it has the shield and it says she comes with a shield. She doesn't.
She doesn't.
Oh,
You better.
I saw it on Free Comic Book Day. I was
Did
gonna
you
buy
tweet
it,
them?
and I was
I would
no.
tweet them immediately.
You should
I
write
guess
them
I
a
could tell
strongly
them the
worded
next
letter.
time I talk to them on the phone.
Just write them a letter.
I don't talk to the merchandising people that
Dear
often,
DC.
but we do on occasion.
Here we go. All right, now we should be able to show the shield.
Dun, dun, whoa.
Obviously, the
that
the
thing.
colors
Yeah,
can be adjusted.
Yeah, you can color anything you want. But yeah, we know not everybody's shield, so that's why we made one into one you can put on your wall in your base. We may try to if it's cool, we may continue doing that with
Yeah,
certain
let us
types
know
of
you think of that.
shields.
And we did say it's a gift. You get one of these, one base item and one shield style for one character. If you log in
I look
at launch window.
Pretty awesome, right?
It is pretty
That's
good.
really
Yeah,
cool.
it does. If it's obviously it is designed to fit retro style. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The
obviously
helmet,
we
the
took
shield,
inspiration
the whole
from
thing.
her belt buckle when we made the shield. We just made it round for one, like a shield, not belt buckle shape. That'd be weird. But yeah, it looked pretty wicked there. I dig it.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. T Lantern,
Yes.
excellent job on the content.
Thank you.
You
Hope
made us
everybody
proud.
has fun playing it.
Top in the scorecard. Also designing it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Nerd of Prey, thank you for being here. Oceans, thank you for
Yeah,
joining
thanks,
us
Oceans.
earlier.
Thanks, Oceans.
Remember, Age of Justice comes out June 1st, and it's on the test server now. Go ahead and download. Accounts are free. Just get on a PC and you can play the content right now. Let us know what you think. visit the forums, report any bugs or feedback you have, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Cool.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you guys.